Aero-TV is brought to you by Cirrus aircraft have always been easy to fly. Now they're easier than ever to buy. A complete line of ownership programs gives you everything you need to purchase, trade, finance, lease, insure, and warranty your Cirrus. There's even an ownership program for non-pilots. The Cirrus Access Pilot can teach you how to fly or fly the plane for you. Find out more at www.cirrusdesign.com. Cirrus, for the love of flying. Now, back to Aero-TV.
Vern, nice landing.
Thank you. It was my fifth landing.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah. So we went up and practiced a little bit today, and then went over to Manitowoc and had dinner, and then came over here.
What do you think so far?
This is the nicest flying little airplane. I mean, we obviously, it's a very, very early version, and if we were to go forward with this, there's a few things. There's a lot of control friction right now, which gives you, you can get into a PIO, particularly in the flare. But other than that, it just is such a nice flying airplane, and it just does all kinds of good things.
Well, one thing that you have now the world Oshkosh, or the Oshkosh world record for, is watching people's head turn, whoa, because there are people all of a sudden saw this thing coming in, and I'll tell you what, I've never seen a turn rate on that outside of Leo Laudenslager.
Yeah, it was fun. It was, you know, the weather was just perfect. It was nice coming in here, and just always fun to, as Terry said as we landed, you know, I pulled Terry off the dance floor at our Christmas party last year and said, I think we're going to build a jet, and I want to take it to Oshkosh. And his answer was like, yeah, okay, sure. And as we're taxiing, he says, you know, we actually did this. And, you know, it was fun. So he said on downwind, this is the right way to arrive at Oshkosh.
Boy, isn't that the truth. And the amazing thing is that after everything that's occurred, after all that you've accomplished, here we go again.
Well, we're not ready to launch yet, but it's at least a first step. And I think if the kind of response we've seen on the few places that we've stopped on the way here to Oshkosh is any indication, this is going to be a pretty exciting thing.
Aero-TV is brought to you by
Today, there is an affordable, high-performance, easy-to-own and easy-to-operate very light jet designed with you in mind. Far less expensive than any other twin-engine jet to buy, it is also the least expensive to own and operate. It is the Eclipse 500, the jet that's easy to buy, easy to fly, and fun to own. The jet for you.
Now, back to Aero-TV.
This single-engine segment is turning into a really interesting segment. And I think each one of the various companies that are approaching it, everybody has their own view of what this segment's going to be. And that's one of the reasons we decided to build this concept airplane, which is a very different approach than what you're seeing from Cirrus and Diamond. This is kind of more of a sports sedan as opposed to an SUV like the Cirrus and to some extent the Diamond. Historically, it's been the race goes to the Swift, and so I think I'm pretty excited to see how the world responds to this tomorrow.
Well, we have a press breakfast tomorrow morning, and people really don't expect this. What do you think the reaction is going to be besides, you know, having to pick their jaws off the floor?
Well, I think it'll be all the way from, you know, folks who actually look at the airplane are going to really like it. It's like we've said before, if it looks good, it flies good, and I can testify personally now, not only does it look good, but it really does fly good.
Excellent.
But I think some of the critics of Eclipse will find something to criticize here, because we give them a reason to exist. Otherwise, without us, they wouldn't have anybody to criticize. And so we'll see that kind of response across the
And you had to go ahead and do that, didn't you?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Well, congratulations on yet another amazing arrival at Oshkosh.
Thank you, Jim, and thanks for being part of this.
Our pleasure and our privilege.
Thank you, sir.